Welcome. Beaming out to you this morning. Um, I thought I'd just mix it up and try in the morning, just to see if people are awake. Obviously, different time zones here, but yeah, I'm beaming out to YouTube today and Crypto Twitter on my Crypto Expat channel. So hopefully, you guys, excuse me, hopefully you guys can see me. Um, Today we're going to talk about just some crypto news, crypto talk. Yeah, just general stuff. There's like a crypto miner if you guys are into mining. This one is selling like hotcakes. So if you guys want to um, have like mining, but this one's actually probably one of the better units around where you can earn some passive income. You just turn it on and let it run. I'll explain the pros and cons to this miner. But first of all, what we want to do is we want to look at the crypto market, and here you can see CoinGecko BTC's at 69k, Ethereum 3500, BNB's very surprising. I haven't really kept my eye on BNB, but it's crept up there. It's like nearly 600. And obviously Solana's dropped because of the issues that Solana's having. So yeah, it just goes to show you that when big influencers get behind coins, I'm talking about crypto banter here, and they get paid a whole bunch of money to shill Solana and say that they didn't actually say that the actual update had been done. They're saying that it's been in the mix, and they're claiming that it was 1 million transactions per second. That's what they said Solana would do, but it was just all theory. They said that there was this new update, and they said that this was this new this update that was in their roadmap was basically going to solve all the problems that we had with Solana with its congestion. Well, it did solve, whether they've done it or not. One thing with Solana is it has dropped. Well, previous to that, like a couple of years ago, a year ago, Solana network would just stop. Okay, it would just break, and it broke up like 3 times. This time around, it doesn't break; it just doesn't work. So it's still working, but when you try to do your transactions, something like 75% of transactions that go through just don't work. So is it the same thing? Pretty much the same outcome. Whether it's down or it doesn't work, it's still giving you the same issue that when you want to put through transactions through, it's just not going to go through. So this is the biggest issue that Solana is having, and this is why that you're going to see things like Base that are now coming through and Blast, these layer 2s. But Bitcoin, yeah, in my opinion, Bitcoin's the OG. It is the one that you need to be stacking. Now, one thing with Bitcoin is you need to understand this very carefully. All right. Now, I've been stacking BTC since 2016. That's why I don't have a day job. But every time the BTC goes up, right, in market cap and in price, my time frame for BTC is about 1 million BTC by at least 2030. Now, it might be a couple of years wrong either side of that, but that's okay. It's only a couple of years, so we're looking at a front time frame here of 7 years. By the time we get through this year, and then you got another 2006 years, 5 or 6 years. I'm guessing about 2030 to 2032, we're looking at $1 million Bitcoin. That means that Bitcoin was only, if you look at Bitcoin, it was only 50k not long ago. We look at 3 months ago, BTC was 42k. See, let's just to keep it simple, to emphasize, kind of like, so you guys understand what I'm saying here. BTC was 50 on it was 51. Let's just keep it 50 to make things simple here. 50 on February the 14th. So yeah, February the 14th it was 49k or 50k, says, give or take. That means that when, based off my calculations, it can do a 20x. So if you got 50 million price, times 20 is a million, right? So it can do a 20x. So if you invest, whatever money you invest, you could potentially do a 20x. Now, nothing, in my opinion, out there is going to do a 20x. If you look at, I'm talking real life shit here, right? Real estate ain't going to do a 20x in 7 years. Gold ain't going to do. Gold is doubled in 20 years. It's not going to do a 20x in the next 7 years. Silver is not going to do a 20x in 27 years. Maybe some new startups, but Amazon is not going to do 20x in 7 years. Microsoft is not going to do 20x in 7 years. Tesla is not going to do 20x in 7 years. The only thing that is real world asset in the terms of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a real world asset because it's a digital currency. But how is it produced? It's produced through mining machines. There's no Bitcoin getting produced unless someone mines it, physically mines it. Okay. So now you're at 50k, say. For it to go to 100k, you can still do 20x, but now it's creeping up to 69k. Soon it's going to be 100k. You see? So now when it goes to 100k, you're only going to make 10x. Can you see the difference from 50k to 100k? Is the difference between you making a 20x and you making a 10x. Just that increase of only 50k early. That's why it's so important. I can't emphasize this enough. That's why it's so important for you to buy BTC, stack it as much as you can, as soon as you can, when the price is still at this price. Because the bigger the market cap, the bigger it's going to get, the less profit you're going to, less profitable. It's going to get to a point where BTC is just going to become a store of value, and your profits aren't going to be big, but people are just going to hold it just to hedge against the fiat bullshit dollar. Okay, so I can't stress this enough. When I was buying BTC for $900, $800, right? It's done 67x since then. So excuse me, not 69x my money when I was buying it for $800, $900. Actually more than that, 70x, 80x. So can you see the importance of buying BTC early now? So you should be already, for the last 2 or 3 years, you should have been stacking BTC. If it's only $50 a week, can you see how important that is? Because this is the way I look at it, right? Let's, again, rewinding back 3 months when BTC was 50k, so you can easily understand this. This is the way I look at it. If BTC was still 50k and you got this projection, I've got this projection that's going to be $1 million, it's going to do a 20x. That means for every $100 I put in today, I can pull in $2,000 in 7 years. Right? This is the way that I see it. Is it guaranteed? No, anything can happen. But BTC's been around for 14 years plus. Okay, it's only going to get stronger. So, with that said, with that thought in mind, if I was to give you $100 today, and then you come back to me in 7 years' time, and I'll give you $2,000. You give me $100, and I'll give you $2,000 back. How many $100 would you put in? Stupid question, right? Well, this is the way this is the mindset you've got to think about BTC. Because you already missed out when BTC was $1,000. You already missed that chance. Okay? So, you guys, I love BTC. It's changed my life. And that's why I'm not a maxi, but I just love BTC, right? Because I've seen the power of BTC. Just ask Michael Saylor. He'll give you, 100, how much BTC they got? 130,000 BTC, some crazy amount. So anyway, just start stacking your BTC, in my opinion. I was going to go back and tell you about the volumes on Solana. Look at this volumes on Solana. Okay, so Solana is only, like I said before, the point I made before, that, Solana is 6.25%. Okay, it's overtaken BSC. BSC is now 5%. We're talking total value locked here. Okay, it's probably not a good indication. Total value locked. Probably more want volume. Yeah, probably not a good. Here you can see the data here. It's got volume. It's not giving me volume by chains. All chains. I'm just trying to get the volume as per chain. Or maybe I can just go down and differentiate. So I got BTC here. BTC volume. No, yeah, there we go. It's not going to show. Maybe it shows me. Okay, it's got volume here. Total volume is 1.492 billion USD. Yeah, it's showing me. The volume in 24-hour volume is showing me 1.49 billion in dollars in volume in the last 24 hours. Okay, then we go down to Solana. If I can find it. And we go look at volume. They only got 1.1 billion in, but they've got more total value locked, but they've got less volume. Yeah, let's see. They got 1.1 billion in volume, BSC, but they got 10 billion value locked. Yeah, but if you look at the total value locked in BSC, they got 8 billion. So BSC got 2 billion less in volume, in total value locked than Solana, but it's got basically 400 million more in 24-hour volume. So it's got more volume. BSC has got more volume, but not by much. Now, Solana's having issues. It doesn't work. 75% of the transactions are getting rejected. Whereas BSC, I don't know about you. I mean, look, I'll be honest. I haven't used BSC for a while. Not with meme coins and stuff. But I don't think it's having problems. Do you? I don't know. If BSC is having issues now, let me know. But yeah, this is what's going to kill Solana short term anyway. They need to get their shit sorted. And when you listen to people like Crypto Banter, who are just shill boys, who shill shit like Satoshi VM, which is a scam. Oh, my team has heavily researched this. The guy's full of shit, right? There is no team. He's just a one-man show that invites people on board. He's got the exposure. He's now an influencer, and he shills shit for money. That's it. The spiel that he talked about with Solana was, the guy should be on comedy. He should be on movies, and he should be on news. He's that good at talking. He's a mouthpiece. So don't believe all these influencers you say. They're full of shit, and they get paid, and they're just paid shills. Okay, let's just move forward. Okay. Okay, so this is the mine I'm talking about. You can pick one of these. This is hotter than Britney Spears when she released "Hit Me Baby One More Time." You guys remember that? Okay, remember when she was in the tartan skirt? Hit me, baby, one more. Yeah, every bloke was like, "Yeah, I'll hit you." Anyway, so this miner here, it's called Gold Shell K Box, and this thing's, like I said, this thing's hotter than Britney Spears because she's not hot now. She's like she's not hot now. Here it is. Here, okay. You can go to ASIC Miner and check it out. It's a Gold Shell KA box, and it's making you $60 a day. And it was released last month. And the reason why this is so popular is because, why is it showing? See how it was showing white before? Now it's showing me black. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, I'll walk you through it. Basically, it's you can pick these up for about $1,600, $1,700, and your ROI is about 300 days. It uses very small amount of electricity because it's not like an ASIC mining machine where it chews up a lot of electricity. So it only chews up very little power, 400 watts. That's not very much, okay? So in other words, this miner will earn you Casper. It's not very loud. It's cheap. You can sit into your corner of your desk, base top, or whatever, wherever you want to leave this thing. It's not very loud. It's under 550 decibels. It'll tick away. It'll make you $6 a day. It's going to cost around about $700, $800, $1,800 by the time you pay for shipping, and your ROI is going to be about 200 and nearly 300 days. So why would you buy this? Because once it's one of those things where you can have this thing earn you passive income without doing anything. Basically just sitting in the background earning your money. However, what people don't talk about is if you go back to Casper, this thing is got an ROI in basically 1 year, okay? But the thing with Casper is you got to understand this mining Casper. But the thing with thing you got to understand is how do I get back? Oh, here we go. The thing you got to understand is it's mining Casper, but where is Casper going to be? That's the biggest question. So if you're going to buy this miner, you got to understand the tokenomics of Casper and how it's all going to work. But fortunately, I've already done a video on this, and basically I'll give you the skinny, right? It's already done a massive increase, and it's already done, it's already mooned a lot. However, the thing with Casper, and the biggest selling proposition with Casper is, how Bitcoin does, it does every 4 years, it does a halving. Now we've got a halving coming up with Bitcoin in less than just over 2 weeks, and it's a big event because it halves the revenue. Well, Casper's got a very similar thing, but it does it every month. I'm not exactly 100% sure. It doesn't actually, I think it does a halving. I'm not exactly sure the percentage, but it's like having, it's basically it's deflationary, but it happens on a monthly basis, whereas Bitcoin happens every 4 years. Casper happens on a monthly basis. Now it's down at the moment, all right, but don't pay attention to this. Let's just go to 1 month. Yeah, it still hasn't really dropped in a month, not a lot. Okay, but if you look at 3 months, it's still above what it was in January. January it was like 12 cents. Now it's like 13 cents. So it's gone up and it's gone back down. But I think long term this is going to have a big appreciation because the maximum supply is only 28 billion, but then 23 billion of that's already out. So 80-70% of the supply is already out. Maybe 80%. I don't know my maths right, but 80% of the supply is already out. Meaning that the Casper miner will earn less, but it's going to be deflationary. There's going to be less supply coming in. So, to be honest, if you get one of these KA box miners, I would just hold. It's more of a long-term thing, and read up the tokenomics on Casper, because there is an opportunity here for you to earn passive income. And there'll be people that have gone out and bought 10, 20 of these, set them in their basement or study or wherever they have, and let these things churn over. Because to make $100 a day with these, you're only going to buy 6 divided by 100, 15 of these, 20 of these. You're making 20 of these, and you're making 620. It's $120 a day. With 20 of these, they only cost you $1,700 each, plus shipping, plus tax. So you're probably looking at $2,000. So yeah, you get your ROI back in just over. But if the price of Casper goes to, that's if the price of Casper stays the same. But if the price of Casper goes up to 50 cents or $1, then you're talking big money here. So it's a miner that doesn't cost a lot of money, and that's why it's really popular. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It can just sit there and with very little noise. It doesn't take a lot of electricity, and it's making you $6 a day, and you can get your ROI back in about a year. That's why it's very popular. So let's just quickly talk about our token, Buddy Token. So we are. Let's have a look at where we're at with it. I'll get rid of this screen here. We're still chugging along, guys, and we are okay. We're still at 24%. We've had a couple. I've been watching the chart. We've had a couple more buys, only small buys here. But I'm going to launch a social campaign. I've just been so busy. You guys know that I probably don't know, but anyway, but I'm now actually going back to school. I'm actually studying Thai, so it's quite funny because all my friends back home in Australia, they're all busting their ass trying to get ahead, working 9 to 5s. They're deep in debt with car loans, with house loans, and they've been working the rest of their life for the next 20 to 30 years to pay all that shit off, right? Whereas I don't need to pay anything off. I own everything, right? So, see, I bought BTC early. I bought BTC when it was like 2016, when BTC was like $800. That's when I kind of like really sort of started to motor with it. So I was accumulating a lot when the price was down. So I was doing things then when a lot of people weren't doing it. That's why I'm now I go to school, right? I don't work a day job. I haven't had a day job in 7 years. It's because I did things what other people and what the normal people did not do. And now I'm doing things that other people would wish or can't do because they're paying off loans. They've got to pay their debts. They've got to work a 9 to 5, 7 days a week for the next 10 to 20 years, 30 years to pay their debts. See, can you see the power of BTC? You've got to do what other people are not doing. Now I'm doing what other people aren't doing. They can't. They're thinking I'm crazy. What the hell are you doing? I had a friend contact me the other day, and he says, "What are you doing?" I know what he's doing, right? I know what he's doing. Busting his ring. He's into debt, up to debt. He's got like 3 kids. He's busting his ring because he has to do this stuff to pay his debts off, to pay his house off, right? And he said to me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm going back to school to learn Thai." I said, "Why?" Well, I've been here. I live here, right? So I kind of like need to learn the language. He didn't get it. Okay? So this is the thing, guys. If you want to create wealth, you want to live the life that you want to live, you got to start doing things that other people are not going to do. You understand? Don't follow the crowd because you're just going to get the same result as them. All right? So so anyway, going back to what I said before, that's why I've been so busy. I haven't been able to get this social stuff right. But anyway, I'll get the social stuff up pretty soon, and then we're going to start motoring with Buddy Token. Once we get the socials up, and it'll be like a paid social campaign. People can like, share, and they'll basically get money. Okay. Then you're going to start to see our Telegram and our Twitter for Buddy Token increase. So you holders out there, just chill, okay? This is a long-term project, okay? We want to get to, at least 100 million with this. That's kind of like the goal, but, whether we get there or not, that's a different story. But, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. All right, guys. So just chill. We're moving forward with it. We're only at 24%, but hey, you know what? You can say we're only 24%, or you can say, we're 76%. My math is right. We're 76% to go till we are at 100%. Once we're at 100%, you can see this bonding curve here. Once we're at 100%, then it goes to radium. Once it goes to radium, Then the early investors in this fair launch here, this is the fair launch, then they get the biggest, they'll have the biggest advantage because they'll already have the tokens. Then everyone else kind of buys it on Raydium, right? They're buying after. So you've already got your tokens. Now everyone else is buying after. You know, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's an open market. You can do what you want. You can dump on them if you want, right? But you know, if you think long term with it, you know, we've got a chance here to make this something bigger than everyone. And so if you want to check it out. It's at a Buddy Token XYZ. So we need. I'm confident that once the socials campaign ramps up, that we will get way more people involved. Right now, it's so stealth launch. It's like it's just basically me doing all the promotion. But that's it. You know, we've got a couple of people in our Telegram that are sharing stuff as well, which is awesome. But it's basically just me doing everything. And this is a community token. I had to buy in this just like everyone else. So even though I created the token and I only own a portion of it, I think I own like 1%, 2%. You can have a look at the thing. Just go to buddytoken.xyz. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing this because I'm the only one that's promoting it at the moment. But that's okay because once we get more traction and we get more people, this is like a total stealth launch. Those people that have tokens now, once we go to Raydium, will be the ones that will benefit the most because not hardly anyone knows about this token. All right, hardly anyone knows about. Now I've got big plans for this token. I can't tell you what they are, but because it's too early. There's no point telling you what what I got plans for this because there's no point. Once we start getting to in the millions of market cap, then I might update the roadmap. But you can have a look at all this on Buddy Token. Where is it? Yeah, Buddy Token. There it is. There, Buddy Token .xyz, and then you can go and have a look at the roadmap, kind of like the vision. Join the Telegram and just have a bit of a sticky. Like I'll be honest with you now. It's not. It's pretty quiet at the moment because it's such a stealth launch. It's just we've only got small socials. Okay, so don't expect much. Don't get in there and expect everyone's going to be like chirping away like birds. It's literally just a smaller group of people at the moment. But we're here to build it, and you guys have an opportunity to get in early. All right, guys. So as I do, I'll continue updates and push this forward. So anyway, I hope you found some value there. I can't emphasize this enough to stack this BTC because the longer you wait, the less ROI you're going to get. You should be thinking long term anyway. If you don't think long term, if I didn't think long term when I was buying BTC in 2016, I wouldn't be here today. If I just thought it was a flip, no, I looked at it long term and I knew that it would go up in value over time. It's done a 69x since I bought it. BTC's done 69x since I bought it. Now I've continued to buy it, so my ROI hasn't been that great. But that's not the point. I've dollar cost averaged. I've accumulated it when it was still small, and in my opinion, 69k is still cheap. Okay, this is gonna go to $1 million. So get your BTC. Don't listen to all the bullshit. There's other chains out there, yeah. There's other meme coins out there, yeah. There's Ethereum, there's BNB, there's Solana, which is choking at the moment. And there's other coins out there, yes. But the OG, the one that's stable, the one that is proven, and the one that's going to be around in the next 10 to 20 years is BTC, right? All the other stuff, it's going to fade away. It's going to stick. Some of it's going to stick. Some of it's going to fade away. Don't even bother with don't even get started with XRP with me. Don't even get started with Cardano with me. This is what happens when you listen to people who are supposed to lead you in the right direction, but they're not. They just want to lie in their own pockets. Is when you start to get involved with XRP and you start to get involved with Cardano what has Cardano and XRP done in the last 7 years. Now compare what BTC has done. This is the thing that people screw up on, right? They don't understand what decentralization means. That is what makes BTC what it is, because it's decentralized. There's no entity that is controlling it. Let's look at all the screw ups in crypto in the last 12 months, 2 years. What has it been done by? Where's all the screw ups been happening? That's right, it's been happening with central entities, figureheads, SBF, Celsius Network, Do Kwon, all the other Bitcoin or Ponzi scams, everything in between. Okay, people doing shady shit. Why? Because they control the supply. They're a figurehead. They convince people. None of that shit with BTC. Right? You got to understand. Please understand this. Okay. So with that said, keep stacking and check out Buddy Token. Still moving forward every single day, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.